Stop for a moment, yes, right now. If these words have found you, it's no coincidence. God himself has drawn you into this exact moment because he is calling you personally. You are the chosen one, and he is asking for just 30 minutes of your undivided attention, not an hour, not tomorrow, but right now. In this short window of time, your spirit can be realigned, your destiny awakened, and your heart opened to receive what has been waiting for you all along. The prayers you've whispered in the dark, the dreams you've held close, the hopes you've quietly carried, they are already in motion, shifting into your reality. But to receive them, you must align your spirit and energy. This is not just motivation or self-help. This is divine intervention. God is pulling back the curtain and declaring, "You are ready now, receive." When you give him this sacred time, things will begin to fall into place faster than you can comprehend. Do not let distractions steal this moment. You risk missing what he has been preparing for you your entire life. Before we continue, pause, take a deep breath, clear your mind, and focus. Silence your phone, open your heart, and surrender your attention completely. These next 30 minutes are not a coincidence. They are a divine appointment, a sacred encounter meant to shift you from praying to receiving, from hoping to having, from waiting to walking into your destiny. God is about to speak directly to you, to reveal truths that can transform the course of your life. This is your moment. Be still, be open, and get ready to receive because everything is about to change. Take a deep breath and visualize this moment, God's radiant light surrounding you, his presence filling every corner of your being with peace, clarity, and a sense of divine purpose unlike anything you've ever felt before. 30 minutes may seem small, but in God's timing, it is enough to ignite miracles, awaken revelations, and set you on the path toward your ultimate destiny. You are not here by accident. You have been chosen, handpicked by God for a purpose only you can fulfill. Every trial, victory, and heartbreak has been intricately woven into the divine blueprint of your life, preparing you for this exact moment. God longs to speak directly to you to remind you of the calling that only your spirit can answer. There are doors waiting to open, opportunities aligned with your soul, and a destiny ready to unfold once you are willing to listen. Think back to every whisper, every nudge, every unexplainable push you've ever felt. Those were not coincidences, but divine previews of the greater plan now ready to manifest. Though the world may seem chaotic, divine timing is perfect, always moving, always aligning, always on time. God's message is meant to lead you from preparation to purpose, from waiting to walking, from hope to manifestation. Now is your time to respond. Do not let fear or doubt steal this sacred moment. Embrace your role as the chosen one and boldly step into the conversation God is inviting you to have. Your destiny is not a distant dream. It is here, real, and waiting for your participation. God is not passively waiting. He is actively reaching out, yearning for your readiness to engage. Picture yourself standing before a door of unimaginable blessings, one that will only open when you declare the words, "I am ready." These 3 words hold immeasurable power, signaling faith, courage, and surrender to divine will. Every miracle in history began with human action. Noah built, Moses stepped forward, David faced Goliath, and now it is your turn. Saying "I am ready" is not just a statement. It is the beginning of partnership with the Creator himself. Speak it aloud, even if your voice trembles. Feel the spiritual shift within as heaven acknowledges your readiness, aligning the currents of favor, breakthrough, and blessing in your life. This is your threshold moment, the bridge between what is and what could be. Hesitation is the enemy of divine timing, for every moment of delay lets opportunity slip through your fingers. God is not asking for perfection. He is asking for participation. He calls you to move, to act, to trust. The universe rewards movement, not stillness. The time for waiting is over. Remember the prodigal son who found grace the moment he took a single step home, or Esther who risked everything and stepped into her divine role. Like them, your story is about to shift, but only if you choose to say, "I am ready." The divine momentum is building, and it needs your willingness to act now. Hesitation can cost more than time. It can delay the full unfolding of God's perfect plan for your life. Feel the urgency he is placing within your spirit. He is whispering to you, calling you forward with love and purpose. Your obedience, no matter how small, unlocks the floodgates of blessings and sets miracles in motion. Stand firm, take your step, and let your readiness become the pathway for God's power to move through your life. Remember, God's love is not distant or abstract. It is living, tangible, and actively seeking you, even in your moments of doubt, loss, or brokenness. His love surrounds you like a river, washing away fear and despair, filling your heart with peace, joy, and divine belonging. Just as the sun never fails to rise, his love never ceases. It is relentless, unending, and waiting for your full embrace. Let yourself feel it completely. Allow his love to heal your wounds, restore your hope, and energize your spirit. This overflowing love is not meant only for comfort, it is the fuel for courage, clarity, and transformation. When you open your heart fully, miracles, guidance, and favor begin to flow effortlessly into your life. Transformation is nearer than you think. The moment you align your heart with God's will, your reality begins to shift, fear dissolves, confusion fades, and divine favor takes root. This is not wishful thinking. It is spiritual truth ready to manifest when faith meets action. Just as Joseph rose from a prison to a palace and Mary Magdalene transformed from grief to grace, you too are standing on the brink of breakthrough. Your transformation is waiting for your active participation. God has already aligned the circumstances and prepared the way, but he needs your courage, faith, and willingness to step forward. This is your threshold moment, the bridge between what has been and what can be. Every step of your past, every struggle, every lesson has led you here. Now the final step awaits. Yes, hesitation is natural, but it cannot outweigh the divine momentum pulling you toward your next level. Think of your journey as a staircase you've climbed each step, some through pain and perseverance, and now only one step remains between you and the life God designed for you. Take it with faith. God walks beside you. You are not alone. When your courage meets his power, the impossible becomes inevitable. Declare it now, I am ready. Speak it with conviction and let your heart align with his will. This is not a symbolic gesture, it is a sacred act of surrender and faith. The moment you do, blessings will unfold with divine precision, miracles, favor, and opportunities will appear, leaving you in awe of God's perfect timing. This is your moment to act. Step forward boldly and watch heaven move on your behalf. Your words carry divine power. When you boldly declare, I am ready, you are not simply expressing willingness, you are igniting a spiritual chain reaction that unlocks doors, shifts circumstances, and activates miracles. God responds to declarations of faith because they reflect a heart that is engaged, courageous, and aligned with his will. These three words are a sacred key designed to open the abundance he has already prepared for you. Think of the moments in life when one decision changed everything, applying for that opportunity, reaching out to the right person, or committing to a new path. In the same way, divine miracles begin with a simple act of readiness. Your declaration is not a whisper into the void. It is a signal to heaven that you are stepping into partnership with God. Take a deep breath, center your spirit, and speak it again, I am ready. Feel the energy of that statement resonate within you as divine favor begins to flow and the atmosphere around you shifts. Miracles often arrive in the wake of readiness, because willingness is the spark that sets them ablaze. God has written a unique role for you, one that no one else can fulfill, but his limitless power requires your participation to manifest. Passivity delays blessings. Hesitation hinders miracles. Every prayer, every step, every decision made in alignment with him becomes a catalyst for transformation. Remember the faithful servant who multiplied his talents, his action created increase, while the one who buried his gift missed his divine opportunity. You too are filled with gifts, wisdom, and purpose meant to bring light to the world. When you act boldly, speak faithfully, and take responsibility for your calling, you become a co-creator of destiny, allowing God's favor to flow without resistance. This is not a casual invitation, it is a divine summons. God is calling you into a life-changing conversation, one that demands your full attention and unwavering commitment. He doesn't just want a moment. He wants your heart, your focus, your willingness to listen. Consider it a consultation with the Creator himself, where the subject is nothing less than your destiny. Every thought, every choice, every hesitation shapes your direction. God's guidance is not random, it is sacred wisdom meant to lift you into a life of power, clarity, and purpose. Turn off the noise, still your mind, and open your heart completely. In this sacred silence, his voice will guide, empower, and strengthen you for the miracles ahead. Prepare yourself mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, for what God is about to release will surpass your imagination. These are not small shifts, but monumental changes, breakthroughs in your relationships, your career, your purpose, and your spiritual walk. Just as the walls of Jericho fell after steadfast faith, Lazarus rose after prayer, and Esther's courage saved a nation, your readiness and obedience will awaken a new season of divine transformation. This is your moment to declare it, I am ready. God's timing is perfect, and His power is beyond comprehension. Your life stands on the edge of an all-encompassing miracle, but you must remain open, receptive, and ready to embrace it fully. Feel the anticipation rising within you, the sacred stirring that signals divine movement. This is a season for awe, gratitude, and courage, for God is orchestrating events that will defy human expectation. Your readiness will determine the depth and fullness of what is about to unfold. Brace yourself, the miracles are coming, and they will be overwhelming, transformative, and undeniable. Yet, divine intervention requires your consent. God's power is infinite, but He honors your free will. Without your participation, even the greatest blessings cannot fully manifest. Your readiness is the catalyst for miracles, the spark that ignites transformation and unlocks His perfect plan for your life. Think of this as a divine partnership. You bring your faith, heart, and action, while God provides His power, wisdom, and provision. Without your engagement, His plan remains dormant, waiting for your yes. Every prayer, every act of faith, every declaration of readiness amplifies His power and accelerates the arrival of blessings. Now is the time to rise above hesitation. Step forward boldly and allow God to work through your willingness. Embrace your role in this sacred collaboration and watch how your courage opens the floodgates of favor, abundance, and miraculous transformation. The moment you are in is not ordinary, it is pivotal. Every choice you make now shapes the trajectory of your future. God has aligned this exact moment for you to act, to declare your readiness, and to step fully into your divine purpose. Do not underestimate the power of a single decision made in faith. Life flows like a river, sometimes calm, sometimes turbulent, but always moving forward. This is your divine current, the moment where the tide of God's favor can carry you to new heights, blessings, and opportunities. Hesitation will cause the wave to pass. Action will lift you upon it. Choose movement over fear. Choose faith over delay. Your future is being written now, and this act of obedience is the pen in God's hand, crafting a masterpiece of divine fulfillment. Remember, you have a unique role in His grand design, a place no one else can occupy. This is your invitation to rise into authority, purpose, and influence. To stand up means to claim your identity as the chosen one, to embrace your calling, and to live fully aligned with His will. It is a courageous step, but one that leads to extraordinary transformation. History is filled with ordinary people who stood in faith and changed destiny. Moses led a nation. David rose to kingship. Ruth's devotion birthed generations of blessing. Likewise, your courage to stand and step forward will not only transform your life but ripple into the lives of others. Do not shrink back. Embrace your responsibility. Rise with confidence and occupy the space God has prepared for you. When you stand in faith, His power flows unhindered, reshaping your reality, fulfilling your purpose, and positioning you for miracles beyond imagination. Prepare yourself, for what is coming will leave you astonished. God is about to elevate you in ways that will surprise, overwhelm, and inspire you. This is not a slow or subtle rise, it is a sudden, divine leap into your next level of purpose, prosperity, and spiritual expansion. Miracles, favor, and breakthroughs are aligning at this very moment, converging with precision to transform your life in a way that leaves no doubt of God's hand at work. Think of those sacred moments in history when God moved. Suddenly the Red Sea parted, Paul's chains fell away, the blind opened their eyes to light. Your breakthrough will carry the same unmistakable power. You may feel anticipation, awe, or even fear, but these emotions are the birth pains of transformation. Get ready, chosen one. Open your heart, declare your readiness, and embrace the unknown with faith, for what is coming is designed not to shake you, but to launch you. God's sudden shift is meant to propel you into your destiny, leaving you changed, empowered, and positioned to walk fully in His love, blessings, and purpose. The breakthrough you've been waiting for is not distant, it is imminent. God has been working behind the scenes, arranging people, circumstances, and opportunities to create the perfect moment of divine eruption. Imagine your doubts, fears, and struggles dissolving in an instant, replaced by clarity, confidence, and divine favor. This breakthrough will touch every area of your life, lifting you higher than you ever imagined. Miracles rarely announce themselves softly. Sometimes they strike like lightning, illuminating the darkness in a flash of divine power. You may feel unprepared, but faith is your anchor. Trust in God's perfect timing, for every hardship and every delay has prepared you for this exact season of transformation. Think of Joseph, who went from prison to palace overnight, or the blind man who saw with a single touch. Likewise, your divine shift is coming suddenly, swiftly, and undeniably. Prepare your mind, heart, and spirit. Release resistance, surrender control, and declare your readiness to receive the unexpected. The life you've prayed for is closer than you realize, and it is arriving with a force that will astonish you and everyone around you. God is orchestrating every detail, weaving together each trial, encounter, and prayer into a masterpiece of purpose. What once felt like chaos will soon reveal divine order, each piece of your life falling perfectly into place like a heavenly puzzle finally complete. Your favor will not trickle in. It will pour out in abundance, overflowing in ways that defy logic. Friends will marvel at your transformation. Doors once sealed will open effortlessly, and opportunities will arise as if hand-delivered by grace itself. Trust this process. Even the moments that felt like setbacks were sacred setups for this coming season of victory. Divine alignment never fails. God's timing is flawless, and His design for your elevation is already unfolding. So prepare yourself mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Receive this favor with gratitude, claim it with bold faith, and let it transform not just your circumstances, but your perspective, your confidence, and your purpose. The alignment is happening. The miracle is in motion, and what awaits you is nothing short of extraordinary. Prepare to be astonished. They are divine interruptions, sacred disruptions designed to reveal the limitless possibilities of God's power. Picture the very situations you've prayed over for years, suddenly shifting, relationships restored, finances multiplied, doors opening in places you never imagined. The miraculous is near. God's works are not random. They are precise, perfect, and purposeful, like a master artist applying the final brushstrokes to a masterpiece. He is aligning every element of your life with divine precision, preparing to unveil results that will leave you in awe. What once seemed impossible will soon become inevitable. What was delayed will arrive in overflowing abundance. These miracles are not generic, they are custom designed for your life, your purpose, and your calling. But to receive them, you must stay open and fully receptive. Doubt and hesitation can dam the flow of divine power, while faith and surrender invite it to flood your life. Quiet your mind, open your heart, and prepare to witness God's hand moving in ways beyond human comprehension. Expect the unexpected. Anticipate the astonishing. The miracles ahead will not simply improve your life, they will redefine it. As they unfold, your faith will deepen, your gratitude will multiply, and your confidence in God's faithfulness will reach new heights. Every seed you've sown, every prayer whispered in the dark, every late night of perseverance has not gone unnoticed. God has been orchestrating a divine convergence where your effort and His timing collide in explosive manifestation. What you've labored for quietly is about to erupt publicly, bringing recognition, reward, and transformation. Think of Joseph, who waited years in prison before being elevated to power, or Job, who endured suffering before being restored beyond imagination. Their seasons of preparation were not punishment, they were refinement for greatness. Likewise, your faith and endurance have prepared the soil for an abundant harvest. God is now taking what you have planted and amplifying it beyond measure. What seemed small or unseen by others has been seen by Him, and He is ready to magnify it spectacularly. Prepare to witness dramatic shifts in every area: relationships healed, resources multiplied, spiritual growth accelerated, and opportunities flowing in perfect alignment. The results will not only fulfill your dreams but serve as living testimony to God's glory. Divine alignment is unfolding on a cosmic scale. Every circumstance, every connection, every opportunity is conspiring together to usher you into blessing. This is your moment to move in the current of divine favor, confident, courageous, and intentional. Remember, what you once called coincidence were never random. It was orchestration. Every step, delay, and detour has led you precisely to this moment. Now act with faith. Waiting passively while heaven moves on your behalf is like standing before treasure and refusing to reach for it. Step forward boldly. Divine forces are already amplifying your readiness, faith, and action. When you embrace this moment, you will feel the surge of divine momentum lifting you higher. Doors will open effortlessly, opportunities will multiply, and your life will begin to reflect the perfect harmony of God's design. The universe under His command is ready to serve your purpose. Step into it without hesitation. The seeds of your faith, discipline, and patience are now sprouting into abundance. What you've prayed for, dreamed about, and work toward is beginning to manifest with divine acceleration. This is the moment where your persistence meets providence, where your efforts merge with God's power, and the results will be nothing short of miraculous. Think about the deep satisfaction of finally witnessing the fruits of your labor multiplied beyond measure. Just as farmers rejoice when the long-awaited harvest arrives, you will soon experience joy, fulfillment, and astonishment as your dreams take tangible form. Abundance is no longer coming slowly, it is unfolding swiftly, with divine precision and grace. In this sacred moment, remain anchored in gratitude and unwavering faith. Every blessing that manifests is an invitation to recognize God's hand at work in your life. The more you acknowledge His presence and express thankfulness, the greater your abundance will grow. Your rapid manifestations will redefine what you once believed were possible. Dreams that once felt distant are now materializing before your eyes, elevating your spirit, sharpening your purpose, and opening doors that lead to exhilarating new horizons. The next level of your life is not a far-off vision, it is a reality waiting for your faith-filled step. This is the moment where your spiritual, emotional, and material growth converges, birthing the opportunities, breakthroughs, and recognition that have been prepared for you. God has orchestrated this season with meticulous care. Picture a divine staircase where every prayer, every sacrifice, and every act of faith has brought you closer to this very step. Missing it is not an option, for God's timing is flawless, and this is your appointed moment to ascend. Hesitation and doubt can delay destiny, but courage and readiness will allow you to claim your inheritance in full. The next stage will stretch your faith, expand your capacity, and magnify your influence. You may be astonished by the magnitude of what God has in store, but know this: your preparation has made you capable of receiving it. Never underestimate your potential or the unstoppable force of divine timing. Step forward boldly, embrace your next level, and watch as God elevates every area of your life beyond imagination. His blessings rarely follow predictable paths. They often arrive through surprising channels, unconventional opportunities, and miraculous turns. Keep your heart open and your expectations unbounded, for wonder is the language of the divine. Remember the manna that appeared in the desert, the widow's oil that multiplied without end, and Paul's miraculous release from prison. These stories remind us that God's methods may defy logic, but His outcomes are always perfect. Your life is about to experience similar waves of divine surprise. Keep your spirit receptive, your faith unwavering, and your gratitude overflowing, for the extraordinary is about to unfold. Every moment of waiting, every delay, and every hardship you endured has been sacred preparation. God has been shaping your character, strengthening your faith, and refining your heart to hold the blessings now coming your way. The fruit of your patience is arriving, and it is far greater than you could have imagined. Just as Abraham waited for Isaac and Joseph endured years in confinement before rising to greatness, your waiting has never been in vain. Every tear, every trial, every quiet act of perseverance has positioned you perfectly for this season of abundance. You are ready. The time is now. Step forward with faith, receive with gratitude, and watch as God's perfect plan unfolds in radiant, unstoppable glory.